Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this one. This is a daily chart. And so about a week ago, we closed below this longer-term channel bottom. And I'd mentioned, when it was a range with 109.81 to 117.74, it was an area you could buy into. Now it's beginning to diverge, and I'm still opting for 109.81 as our level that, if settled below, would then be the clear-cut sell signal as we move into August trade. Now, of course, in hindsight, we may have determined that it really was the settlement below this channel bottom. I've seen this set up a million times, and, you could go either way here. But really, I'm going to hold to my guns here that say 109.81, still a level that you can buy as we move into August trade. We can round up from here. Yes, we would need to close above 117.74 to neutralize that sell signal that we're still in the midst of. But there's definitely hesitation that's played out over the last few days. And if anything, this 109.81 to 117.74 area has been pretty good two-sided framework that you can buy and sell against over the last 3 or 4 days. Now, in terms of our buy signal, as we move through the rest of the week and perhaps into next, I am kind of disregarding 117.74 and opting more for these descending structures on the daily chart coming off that June high. We've got a descending 1/3 speed line that has contained buying pressures the last day or two, and we also have a descending channel top over the last few weeks. 114.91 to 116.01 can contain a buying on a daily basis. We can fall away from here as we have been. From here, we can fall back to, that channel support that we find at 109.81 over the next few days. So that is probably what will happen, and that is holding below 114.91 to 116.01, 109.81 in reach, quite possibly today. I mean, we settled in the 111 handle, and that 109.81 formation, once again, able to contain selling for the week itself, possibly into later August. From here, we can round up back to these structures that we find here in the 114.91 to 116.01 area. And that is kind of what I would call kind of your 2 to 3 day dynamic right now. Buying 109.81, selling 114.91 to 116.01. Now, of course, if we close today below 109.81, that is the go with sell signal into the upper 90s, mid to upper 90s, 95 even to 97.40. 95 even is a high settlement price from this consolidative range that played out from early March all the way into late May of this year. 97.40 is the actual high from March itself. This range would be expected if we close today below 109.81 by the end of next week, where we could bottom out into later August and round back up again. We'll just kind of take it one step at a time. Whether or not we can expect even longer term bearish trade is another question altogether. Certainly, if we were to close below 95 even, that would set up for the low 70s. So it is a bit stair step. I see no reason to anticipate longer term bearish continuation, but it could be a death by 1,000 cuts, closing below 109.81, a 1 to 2 week target in the mid to upper 70s, where we could get a decent bounce. But if then we close below 95 even after testing it for a few days, lower 70s, so forth and so on. So that is kind of the way it's setting up right now. But 109.81 is a level that you can buy. I don't see a good reason to play the short side in NVIDIA as we move into August trade unless we close below 109.81. I think I have made that point. So let's get back to the upside today. Now, if we happen to close above 116.01, no good reason to be short NVIDIA as we move through the rest of the week and probably into early next. Could this be 3 to 5 days? It certainly could be, but it will spill into next week. I would think it's going to take more than 4 days, 3 or 4 days to reach this upper 120s. So if we close above 116.01, that is your buy signal into next week, anticipating the 127.81 to 129.21 region. This is a combination descending 2/3 speed line and channel top that can by that point in time contain buying through the rest of August, and we can fall away again from there. At that point in time, it would be falling away back to this trend line or new channel bottom within a matter of 2 to 3 to 5 weeks. Closing above 129.91 would be a significant buy signal as we continue into September trade, really. I don't have it drawn out, but it would be a long-term channel top that would be now in the 150s and climbing, and that would be a 3 to 5 week objective if we were to close above 129.21. But here we are, once again, a sellable resistance area, 114.91 to 116.01. Sellable for the day, and that's what I'm really talking about, not sellable into later August. That would come if we close today also below 109.81. So this is a bit of a tough pickle right now, I'll grant you that. And, bottom picking 109.81, unless we close below it, then it's reversing and playing the short side into the 95 even to 97.40 region. If you're bottom picking 109.81, you obviously within a matter of days want to see the market, close above 116.01, which would be your go with buy signal into next week. But I will say, once again, that you can bottom pick 109.81 in anticipation of the upper 120s over the following 2 to 3 weeks. You just need to see a settlement above 116.01 to clarify that buy signal. And so, you might even decide to do nothing. What do I mean by that? Like, if you're not in a position right now and you like to trade the 1 to 2 week time frame, if we close below 109.81, you're playing aggressively the short side into the 95 even to 97.40 region. That could mean, for instance, reaching for 95 or 97 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. I'd go a month out on that expiration, even though I think this is inside of 2 weeks. So you're playing the short side with a settlement below 109.81, and you're playing the long side with a settlement above 116.01. And that might involve reaching for, 127, 128 strike out of the money calls that don't expire. I would go, once again, 3 or 4 weeks on that expiration because I see this as like a 1 to 2 week play at the most. It could be within 3 to 5 days, but likely to take a little bit longer if we close above 116.01. And then the upper 120s is a solid short sale zone as we move through the rest of August. We can fall away from here back into the low 100 area within a matter of 2 to 3 to 5 weeks. It would be a settlement above 129.21 that would indicate the 150s and climbing over the following 3 to 5 weeks. I'm not prepared to anticipate the 150s and climbing unless we close above 129.29. But this is a classic setup for a long-term buy signal. We need to close above it, though, to really sort of validate that approach. Until then, just know that if we close today, once again, below 109.81, we're off all that, then expecting 95 even to 97.40 within a week or two of trade. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. We put out a stock pick on Monday. Vishay Technology, I believe, is the right phrasing of that. And it is poised for a 20% move over the coming months if we close above point X. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You've got to sign up for wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial to see it. I will be back tomorrow with Wednesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.